All right, so we're about to jump over here to the dynamic duo. Oh, my. All right, so walk it down for me because there's so much here.
You want me to walk it?
Just
because I can walk it down.
Just walk it on down. Dwayne, scoot up a little bit for me, just a little. Yeah, there we go. So make sure we got you in here. All right, and then Mary, let me see. There we go. You come on over here. Y'all see we adjusted. I don't know where we about to go right now, but I'm here to go with wherever we go. All right, so walk it down.
Okay. First of all, I want to say that this was a out-of-body experience for me. I'm tearing up already.
It's okay.
You know, in the beginning, back in last year in 2021, or even before that, we did the DNA, Ancestral DNA, and my husband actually was mostly Guyanian. And so we talked about it off and on. So he kept talking about it, and so then finally he just kept saying, I want to go. So we really need to go to Africa. So he said, especially Ghana. So the thing was, I looked into it, and to say in release, once I captured maximum impact travel and looked at some of the past tours that Jay had done, I knew then that this was the right place, the right person to get in contact to make this tour, or I say my trip back home, as they say, welcome home, back to Ghana. And so once I got here, well, prior to that, when we got to the airport and was able to look at the flight information and to see Accra, it was like I said, out-of-body experience. I'm really going to Africa, you know. And so on the plane, everything went well. And so getting here and just stepping on the grounds, just stepping on the continent, period, it was a whole different feeling inside. And so the way things went, I would say my most impactful moment was at the Slave River. This, you know, just thinking about as we rolled around prior to going to Slave River, Jay took us out, we enjoyed Accra and, you know, had fun. But once we got to the Slave River, it really was an impactful experience for me, knowing that as we walked through that path towards the river, that my ancestors
It's all right.
That's right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
just the feeling of knowing that they had to take that path in the dark, not knowing where they were going, and to go to that river for that last bath. It was just so impactful that I just could not control myself. And being that we wanted to come here, this pilgrimage included our daughter who just passed in January. And we wanted to place her here in the continent of Africa, just to know that this is where she belonged from the very beginning, and to just bring up all the ancestors that was before us. And for her to be here just really was a very impactful part of this whole coming over. And as Audra had mentioned earlier, that it's not, it's really like, you know, that, you know, those, you know, that those before us and what they went through and how it really brought you to a sense of knowing who you were or who you are now as being African living in America. And it was just so impactful, and that was the beginning of me knowing exactly who I am and how I can take it back and tell my family, and especially my children and grandchildren, that this is who they are. It has been an experience, I can say, in the least. And going to the dungeons just brought it all together, and which made me know exactly who I am. And the reason why I keep saying exactly who I am, the naming ceremony really stuck out to me because once they gave me my name, which was Sabina Poma, the meaning pillar and bold. And once they gave me that name,
That was it.
that was it. You know, because being bold, and I'm looking at how, you know, going through the slave dungeons and thinking how I would have been if I was in that dungeon, with, you know, and even at the Slave River where before they went down, the guide had told us that the ground that we were standing on was people who refused to go. And in my mind, I feel that I would have been one of those. Refusing to go.
We don't doubt this at all.
In my mind, I just feel that I would have been one of those that refused to go.
Especially after the airplane.
You know, and so that was one of the highlights. Also, I mean, it's so many that I really can't pick one out particular, but except for the Slave River was the one that got me, I'll say, initiated into my African history. And so it has been an awesome experience, and I advise anyone out there to bring your family, bring yourself. And the thing about it is Maximum Impact, led by Jay Cameron.
That's right.
He has already been through it numerous times, and he knows exactly what you need to take back, because it is something that everyone will remember. And he said it in the beginning, but I can feel it now, that I know it would be something that I would take to my grave, really, you know, and trying to get my own to come back and get this same experience that I have experienced here at Maximum.
Well, thank you. I thank you. And Mr. Dwain, I know you're
I'm going to try to be as fast as I can.
We're gonna see about that.
To get so much in, because each day was an adventure. Every day there was something new, and there's a lot to say. Now, my wife surprised me on this trip because I kept nagging I don't want to go to Africa. One reason is because I have cancer, and you know, I'm not shy about it. I have pancreatic cancer, and I wanted to. You know, they always say get your affairs in order. Well, this is a part of getting my affairs in order. So coming here is tying the knot to a lot of things, because when our ancestors left, they tried to take everything from us, and now we got our name back. We are Faye. And I've been growing up as a poor boy in Kansas. My mother raised 5 by herself. I was a Shaw, Ridge, Ladade, all these different kind of names have changed through me, and now I got it back. Kwamina, we are Faye. Man, that's awesome. and can't nobody take it away from me. That's a great thing. So my point is that this is part of my surprise party, my 67th birthday. My wife surprised me.
And we saw you partying. You still
and they party,
got
man.
Your moves, man. You still got your moves.
Yeah, we did a little bit of dancing there. Had a great time. But then my special needs was taken care of. Jay took care. He was aware of that, and he was on top of it, and rode me out all the way to the end. Even when it's time to go, he held your hand all the way, so you wouldn't worry about anything. So you can be free to relax and enjoy yourself. I mean, it's getting kind of deep around here, but we had a lot of fun. So I want to take that way. We were I was asking about the jungle because Ghana is a city, but I said, where's the jungle at? We went to the jungle, and the guy, he said, you'll see it, and I seen it. I was looking for Tarzan, but I couldn't find him. Couldn't find him nowhere. So, but we had a lot of fun up there in the heights. So every day was impactful all the way to the end. Even today, I mean, even the market, you learning. I love to be educated, and I just got educated more and more each day. So I'll be talking about this for years. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Open up your eyes and see all the fun and mystery. Take an African adventure with Darren and Destiny. From the mountains to the shore, so many things to explore. Take an African adventure with Darren and Destiny.
The Adventures of Darren and Destiny. And Darren and Destiny are twin brother and sister, and you go on their adventures throughout the African diaspora, meaning so African diaspora destinations, primarily focused in Africa, but we go to South America, we're going to go to the Caribbean. Their first book is going to take you to Ghana, and then we're going to go on a safari, and from there we're going to go to Ethiopia, and then we go to Salvador, Brazil. And what the goal is to be able to inspire curiosity in the continent of Africa, in our children from a very young age, and to really tell a more accurate story. Most of our children are exposed to negative images, late night infomercials about how bad things are, everybody's sick, everybody's poor, everyone's uneducated, but that's simply not true. So what Darren and Destiny and their family do is they go to different African destinations. They are learning about these different places. You're beginning to see positive images, but still telling the truth. I mean, that's the important thing, to tell the truth about some of the things that have occurred. But it's all done on a children's level, so they begin to understand it. And it begins to pique their curiosity. They begin to learn more. And hopefully one day they will want to explore and visit the continent of Africa and its many countries. There's just so much that Darren and Destiny are able to do, and as they're doing it, it's like they begin to open the minds of a new generation, and they don't get bombarded and indoctrinated with negativity. They're actually able to see positivity and inspiring images and messages about the African diaspora, as well as those who are still indigenous to the continent of Africa, and they begin to learn more and just see things differently. So I'm excited about introducing the Adventures of Darren and Destiny.